Welcome back to the channel. This is Off the Couch. I'm your host, ODC. And we're going to hop right into this one. Congratulations to the New York Knicks for winning their first championship in 53 years. Now, the dark side of that, it gets ugly, okay? Very, very happy for the New York Knicks and their fans, but in the same breath, sometimes we get crazy. So, in New York, I was watching a lot of the content last night and I saw that there was a lot of stuff going on. I just knew something was going to happen. And again, I'm an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. Our first championship was last year. I specifically did not attend any of those after post-game events, anything like that, just because when a large group of people get together, even in celebration, things can happen. So right here, it says, New York Times says, 1 shot and 4 stabbed in Midtown Manhattan during Knicks celebration. Guys, we just got to do much better. This is the thing. I love sports. I love every aspect of sport. Not every aspect of sports. I love most aspects of sports. The things that I dislike about sports are the injuries. It comes with the territory, right? And then also the fandom. When the fandom turns toxic, this is the issue. Okay. So we got 1 shot, 4 stabbed in Midtown Manhattan. Okay. More than a dozen people were also arrested, and several school buses were set on fire after the Knicks defeated the San Antonio Spurs in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Okay. A teenager was shot several times. Buses were set on fire, and 4 people were slashed or stabbed as tens of thousands of people swarmed the area around Madison Square Garden in a chaotic all-night celebration of the Knicks championship win late Saturday, according to the police and video footage. All right, and all 15 people were arrested, including a 20-year-old man who was charged with assault for punching a police. Oh my God, come on, guys. It is a game. So this, and I love it. I love sports. I love sports. I love boxing, football, basketball, all of these sports. I enjoy the things that comes from it, but we have to understand that these guys play a game. You hear a bunch of the players say it when they start asking some of those deep personal questions, and they say, hey, bro, at the end of the day, we play a game. Yes, there's passion. Yes, there's excitement. Yes, there's competitiveness. But when it gets to this particular point, we have, and a lot of people say, well, other countries do. I'm not saying, we as a human race, people, we have lost control when we get to this particular point. All right. So another 48 people were taken to custody, police custody, and issued summonses. The police says the teenager, who is 17, was shot in the foot. Okay, great. We were expected to survive, according to the police. So it sounds like the crowd just got out of control. Doesn't seem or appear just yet as anything in terms of that particular situation was malintent or specifically trying to hurt another individual. Lots of people out there. You got a weapon out there. Plenty of other people who have, I'm sure. Just keep it a buck. Had weapons out there or whatnot. And things can go wrong when probably intoxication, excitement, all these different type of emotions are all grouped together. Okay. So, all right, the violence erupted shortly after the Knicks game clinch win over San Antonio Spurs. Some revealers began scaling light poles, of course, traffic lights. I mean, y'all turn your city up. I don't understand. That's the one thing that did not happen in when Oklahoma City Thunder won their championship last year, is that you did not see any of that. Now you saw some craziness and people excited, people running around with, with beverages and things of that nature, but you did not see any ultimate violence and things of that nature. So we got to do better. And that's not to compare, but rather, as a society, we have to start thinking about, this is a game that we play and we enjoy it, but when it gets that crazy. I mean, again, I'm watching people, when you see teams lose, they're busting their TVs out. Like, what in the world? Come on, man.
Concrete jungle, wet dream tomato. Yeah, about New York. For the first time in 53 years, the New York Knicks are NBA champions, and fans across the city are now erupting with cheers after this historic win seconds ago against the Spurs.
Yeah, 5 decades of hope, of heartbreak, and unwavering belief. The wait is now over.
This gotta. I wonder if that's a real news feed. 5 decades of.
New York Knicks are champions of the basketball world, and the party is just getting started here in New York.
Just as importantly, I'd like to thank all the fans in New York because you guys are freaking great, man. You make this thing so real.
And I'm just delighted and proud of them, the way they persevered through this series to come away with a championship. And the fans deserve it, man. We have the best fan base in all of sports. And we have the best fan base in all
I already know what kind of edge this about to be.
I can't wait to meet them.
Oh, yeah.
I bet they can't wait to meet you either.
I will never for the life of me understand why we get to turn up stuff when we win. But when hold on, and I'm not saying go tear up something or even speaking from a political viewpoint, but when there is something really that you should be angry about or emotional about or demand where, we just, we peacefully protest, and that's fine. But when we win a national championship or we win something, we get to act like this. I don't understand it. Whose car is that? Imagine being a police officer going back to the to the precinct. That's what it said. To the precinct. Like, yeah, they got my car. Like it was your car, the one that got done like this. How you get caught in a situation like that? I gotta understand, if your team, listen to me, if your team is in the position to win the championship, should be mandatory. And they probably are having some meetings like this, but it should be mandatory for you guys to start meeting and figuring out how you're gonna handle crowd control. There shouldn't be, I guess you don't know how the crowd is going to form and things of that nature. But how do you get caught in this? You probably sitting there. I need backup. I need backup. My boy took a seat on it. And then these boys about to, oh my goodness, then they gonna go put it on the internet. Then they gonna go put it right on the internet. All they gotta do is tie you to something. But it's they believe it's probably too many of them, but wow. Try to get him in there. He said, nah, get my picture.
Is that racist? It feels racist.
They gonna be like, Jason, come into work, come into the office. Hold on. This dude gonna come into the office come Monday morning. They gonna be like, what you do this weekend, Jason? Nothing, just kind of took it easy, enjoyed the Knicks win, and nothing major. They gonna say, hey man, what's this about you kicking a bus? Man. All these cameras out, he don't realize this, like the social awareness is crazy. Man, this is our culture, y'all.
And we have the best fan base in all of sports.
Nah, I can't stop it. Everybody might not be violent, but there's probably areas that they all are doing very similar things, such as this. So this is sports. Maybe you have these type of fans will do this on certain levels. Yes. And it gets, I'm sure it changes, but on the base level, we're fanatics when it comes to this stuff. Got to do better. Have fun, but like, come on, man. Look at this kid. Innocent fun, mom said. And then look at her. With a scooter. The dude with the scooter sitting there like. My scooter.
All the fans in New York, because you guys are freaking great, man.
Freaking. Okay, maybe New York put it out there for them to destroy. Aha. Maybe New York put it out there for them to destroy. Like, what random buses out there? The cleanup gonna be crazy. Let's get to the motor. Let's light it on fire. Look at these guys. He's Cincinnati Red fan. I don't understand it, y'all. I don't understand it.
But at least it can't get any worse.
Man, all right, y'all. All right. That's a fact. Next day, they're gonna have a hard time doing anything, man. Oh my goodness. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to kind of check that out. Those are my thoughts. I think we need to do better as a people, as a society. We love sports. We understand that sports is very much embedded into American society, but this is also embedded into American society. Let that be for another cause. They'll call those guys hoodlums and gang, bang, what they call them, thugs. That's it, thugs. We'll call those guys thugs. But the reality of it is that regardless of the circumstance on why you're doing it, it's all the same. So if you call this group thugs, call it thugs for that. If you call these guys just having a good time, they call it that. But I believe, the different circumstances, the fact that we're doing that in general, especially when it comes to we won a championship, I think that's wild behavior. So those are my thoughts. You let me know yours. Again, appreciate you tuning in. Make sure if you like these type of videos, like, share, subscribe, comment. If you don't dislike it, comment, all that, dislike, all that good stuff. Let me know your opinion. These are my thoughts. Welcome. This is Off the Couch. I'm your boy, ODC. We'll see you at the next one. Peace.
In the summer, the winter don't stand no chances. Hotter in the summer.